If you go out into the woods today, you're going to find yourself with me, Ted E. Bear, watching hashtag truth. Scott Larson, thanks for giving us something to invest in. It's time to cuddle!
Watch it all fall down around you now. Was it ever really worth it? Having your kingdom crumble to the ground? Because you never had the courage. Stand up, stand up, stand up, stand up, stand up, stand up.
You know, March 11th, Austin Bebop, that's a name I'm sick and tired of hearing.
Me too.
After this, I never want to see him again.
You won't.
I never want to hear about him.
You won't.
Again.
You
Pro
won't.
Wrestling Union, it is mine and it is yours. We have taken over.
sir.
And there's
Yes,
nobody. There's nobody. Not even Bebop, Dion. Nobody can stop us. It's me and you, Christopher Prince, at the top.
That's right. You know, Austin Bebop, he's a good talent. He's a good little wrestler, and people like him, this and that. But he dances into the ring, and I've never in my life liked anybody that does that. He dances his way into pro wrestling, and he thinks he can compete with the real champion of Pro Wrestling Union, Bebop. His name is Bebop. Well, that's not going to fly, Austin Bebop. Not my wrestling. Not the wrestling of Rhodes and Funk and Morton and Eaton and Emery. No, sir. If you think you can dance your way into that and take that belt, you're sorely mistaken. Bebop, it's over. It's over. Enjoy it while you got it, because March 11th, you're gone. Night, night.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Hashtag Truth. Tonight we have the one, the only, one half of the tag team, the Wranglers, Mr. Tucker Rhodes. How you doing, sir?
Doing great, doing great.
All right. Well, I'm going to make a quick announcement. First of all, I want to thank our new sponsors for Hashtag Truth. You see them all down through the bottom of our screen. Excalibur Championship Wrestling, NAWA, Pro Wrestling Union, and, of course, See No Evil Wrestling. If you want to be a sponsor of Hashtag Truth and have your show shown throughout the universe of Hashtag Truth, just get a hold of me for pennies a day. I'll be your advertisement, without a doubt. So, Mr. Tucker Rhodes, man, I'm hearing some good things about you throughout the wrestling community. Let's start off with the questions I always ask everybody. How long have you been in the business, sir?
This is still actually my first year. I started training back in June of last year, trained all summer, and I started working, had my first match at the end of October last year.
Okay, so you're pretty green behind the ears, as they say. You're kind of new to the business, but from what I've seen about 2 or 3 matches that you've had, all on video, of course. I haven't seen you in person yet, but there are you and your tag team partner seem to be killing it out there, doing some good. Except for a few guys here and there who have cheated you out of some matches. We'll probably talk about that a little bit later.
That's right.
Without a doubt. We got some people coming on already. Look at here. We got the auntie coming in. There she is. She's saying woohoo with the cowboy and the muscles, without a doubt. Steve Allen said, when is the Allens versus the Wranglers? We will definitely get to that pretty quick. NAWA said soon, Stephen Allen, soon. If you guys make it through All Worm, No Soul, and the Black Society. NAWA already. Coming up and telling them like it is. I love it, without a doubt, man. So how does it feel? The Wranglers, man, you guys are already getting people challenging you. You haven't been on hashtag truth for 5 minutes and already you got somebody wanting to know when can they, go up against you. How does that feel?
It feels good. We're still a pretty new tag team. We're still figuring out how we're going to go about this and who we're going to go up against. But the Wranglers are up for any challenge, any day.
I love to hear that. I love to hear that. Before we get to some more of the comments, because they're coming in pretty quick over here, who'd you start training with, sir? Who was the guy that started you off in wrestling? Well, let me ask you this first before we even get into that. How did you get into professional wrestling? How was it? Were you watching professional wrestling, or how did you actually get into the sport itself?
So I've been a wrestling fan my entire life. In my household growing up, we watch more wrestling than any other sport, hands down. But my dad, who is also my tag team partner, he he wrestled when I was younger. He probably wrestled 10 years, something like that. Well, I was still a kid. But I loved it. I've loved it ever since. And so last summer, I finally decided I'm gonna give it a shot. I want to do this.
There you go. You got people arguing over here in the comments, sir. I have to tell you. Missy Childers said, hello, Tucker.
Hey, how's it going?
Steve Allen, it just hit me who this is. This is one of the Allen brothers. It just hit me. I'm sorry. He said, we could take the Wranglers and All Worm No Soul in the same day easy.
Not a chance.
Not a chance. Missy told him, wake up, Steve Allen. He said, I'm awake. Miss Angie said, his pawpaw is smiling from heaven. Thank you. That's awesome, that's right, dude. That is totally awesome. Yes, here we go. The man who introduced hashtag truth himself. Here is Teddy Bear himself, Sean Duffy. Hello and good evening from Fallen, Nevada. Yes, we have fans all the way over in Nevada. Here we go. Here's the other Allen brother. When we win, we're taking your cowboy boots. Uh-oh.
Not a chance. You want these boots, you can come get them. You can try.
Oh, boy. I love that. Well, I'll tell you what. Have a boots versus the belts match. You take their belts. That's the best way to do it, man.
It works for me. Works for me.
Michael Butler watching us over on YouTube. Please go check us out on YouTube. Go over there, subscribe, hit that bell for notifications so you know when hashtag truth is coming on. Without a doubt, Michael Butler said, good evening, Mr. Larson and Mr. Rhodes.
Good evening.
Oh, yeah. NAWA said, don't worry, Scott. The Allens are pretty unforgettable. Oh, my goodness. Woo, he's saying that about the tag team champs, I believe.
I don't know about that. They ain't pretty forgettable from what I've seen of them.
They're saying we have no sound. Can everybody hear me? For some reason, Auntie can't hear us. Missy said you are not man enough to wear them boots. Oh, there you go. So how do you like doing the cowboy? I hate to say gimmick because that word's kind of used too much, but how do you like being a cowboy in wrestling? Is that pretty fun?
That is pretty fun. I really feel like it just fits me. I mean, I'm an old country boy. That's how I grew up. That's really my life. There ain't much of an act. I really think that's pretty much who I am, and out of the ring.
That's why it suits you so well inside the ring. You got your jeans on, you got your cowboy boots and everything else going. Well, thank you, Mr. Dennis Price. I appreciate that. He said the sound's working great. I hope Miss Angie gets her stuff straightened out so she can hear us. Luke Fury said, yo, I bet Luke Fury's another one that would love to get into the ring with you, but he's having his own issues at NAWA, that's for sure. He's got a bunch of people wanting him, without a doubt. Dennis Price says, I hear you. Maybe look and make sure your sound is up. There you go. And Missy said, who is your dream match?
Anyone ever, living or not, it'd have to be between All right, I've got a couple. I think it'd be really cool, living or not. Definitely Dusty Rhodes. I've took a lot. He's inspired me a lot. I think that'd be really cool. Or the greatest of all time, Ric Flair. That great. It'd be a really cool opportunity if that was possible.
Right, right. Missy said she can hear. Thank you guys very much. Steve Allen said the Allens is his dream match.
It's coming soon. It's
the
coming
Allens,
soon.
the Allens think a lot of themselves, don't they? They
They
are.
do. They really do.
I like that though. They got they got a little spunk in them. I like that. I mean, tag team champions, as long as they're fighting champions, that's okay with me. And it looks like they're willing to fight.
Oh, they're willing, and it's coming. I promise.
He said we do, without a doubt. So, okay, now let's get back to who trained you and what was it like the first time you got in and started training?
So when I started training last June, I started training with Lodi up in Matthews, North Carolina, and it was just, I mean, I trained all summer. It was for me like it just the opportunity to get in the ring is just really fun. Like, I mean, I look forward to it every chance I get. It's really fun for me just to hop in, just take bumps, do whatever
Right.
I got to do, drills. Like I really enjoy it. It's just so fun. I love it.
So, what is your favorite move to perform? We'll go singles first and then tag team. What is your favorite singles move to perform?
Singles, I got to go with my finisher, a running power slam. That's a really a devastating finisher. I love hitting it. I think it gets a real good reaction from everybody. I love it.
And you're not a small guy. I'm not saying you're fat,
No,
but you're not a
sir.
small guy. You're pretty stout. I mean,
That's right.
we're gonna watch a match a little bit later in the show, so you'll see exactly what he looks like in the ring, ladies and gentlemen. And trust me, he's a big boy. And I'm not saying that like me. I'm just big. That's a big boy over there.
Sure.
He knows what he's doing. Missy Childers said Steve Allen not when she said that they were your dream match. And Missy said they think too much.
Maybe a little. Maybe a little.
So other than the Allens, who would you say is the Wranglers' top nemesis?
Well, here actually coming up in March when we're facing Gavin Tyler and Tyler Curl. That's going to be good because they've been talking some junk this week. I don't know if you've seen it or not, but it's
Oh yeah.
going to be good. And we're wrestling them again a couple weeks later in a 6-man tag match. So
Exactly.
that's going
At
to be
least
interesting.
that's going to be a good one. We're going to be talking about that when we get to the segment where you talk about where you're going to be in the future and stuff like that, and we'll definitely get to all that. Dylan said, "What is up, my twin?"
What's up,
Dylan
man?
Childers. You guys do look kind of alike. I have to
I've
say.
heard.
Yeah, you guys will have to. He could be a third part of the Wranglers.
Yeah.
So, have you guys ever thought about? I've seen you guys, come out and do your entrance and that. Have you ever thought about coming out with lassos or anything else to help the gimmick along?
I hadn't thought about it, but you're not the first person to talk, or a bull rope or something. That's definitely something I could look into. I think that'd be a good touch.
Or maybe coming out in chaps or something like that.
Yes,
You know
sir.
what I'm
Yes,
saying?
sir. That'd be a good
That would be
idea.
pretty cool. Most of the Cowboys you think of, eventually get to that and stuff like that,
Right.
and it's really cool. It's a fun gimmick, man. I love watching it, and implement some fun into your matches. Like with you find your opponent on all fours, just hop on his back and just act like it's a rodeo for a minute or two.
Yes,
It's
sir.
always fun to do stuff like that.
That's fun. It's a fun gimmick.
Auntie Angie said, "My handsome nephew is a brick house." Yes, he is. He definitely is. So, what did it feel like when you came out of the curtain? You said you're pretty green into the business. What did it feel like the first time you came through that curtain? You said you did a couple of singles matches.
Yes,
one
sir.
against your trainer Lodi. You said was your
That's
very
right.
first match. What did it feel like? Did you have a lot of butterflies? Were you totally nervous?
A ton of butterflies. There's nothing like it. And I wrestled in high school. I did a lot of sports in high school, but since I got out of high school, I really not felt that in a while since I started wrestling. But man, I'm in the bag. Before I go out, I'm about to throw up. I get nervous. I get those butterflies, but I love it. It's that adrenaline, man. It gets me going. It's a great feeling. And then when I go out, it's the lights are on. It's time to go.
Right? That's what I'm talking about. See, that's what I love. So what is your guys' intro music? What music do you use to come out?
Well, we've come out to a couple songs, but right now we've been using "God's Gonna Cut You Down" by Johnny Cash, and it's a
Yeah,
real
there you
rugged,
go. Old school
rugged
stuff, man.
feeling. Yes, sir.
That's what I'm talking about. Get that old stuff going. I
That's
love
right.
it. I love it. So, how did it feel the first time you got in the ring? I know there's some stiff and what I mean by stiff is I mean really stiff. You know what I'm talking
Yes,
about.
sir.
How did it feel when you got out there, somebody forgot to pull a punch and just flat out just whap right in the nose, man?
Well, to be honest, I don't know if it's because I just got a hard head, but I mean, and it happens, it's understandable. But personally, with the adrenaline going in the heat of the moment, I don't much feel it, and it's I like the physicality. I want that in my matches because I think that helps a lot to you know make things real for the audience.
Right? I love that. I love that about it. And Missy said I was there when you guys beat it's the Orient Express, but that's okay. She was close enough. The Orient Express, how was that? And we're gonna be watching that match, Missy, in just a few minutes. We're gonna be watching it from beginning to end. It was at HWA a few weeks ago. And you guys picked up the victory over them. I don't want to spoil nothing, but I don't think I'd show a match where you lose. So you know what I'm saying?
I hope not.
Right? And that would be a fun match to watch.
Right.
But yeah, you definitely. And I believe that was your debut at HWA, correct?
Yes, sir. That was our first match there. It was a
So
fun night.
what'd you think of the crowd out there at HWA? It was pretty packed.
Yeah, they were into it. And it was loud. They were into it. It really made it a fun night.
Wait till you're out there when I'm there. You're gonna hear loud, sir.
I got you.
You're gonna hear loud without a doubt, man. Warhorse Brian Sanders said, "Let's go, Warhorse. Get a hold of me, brother. I'm gonna get you on hashtag Truth. I know you sent me a message, I booked my next 2 weeks are booked real quick. They booked fast, so get a hold of me, man, and I'll hook you up as soon as I can. So there you go." Man, I'm telling you, it has been a while since I've seen, I think the only cowboy I can remember in professional wrestling nowadays is AEW. I can't even think of his name now right off the top of my head.
Adam Page.
Adam Page. There you go. Adam Page. Yeah, they say the cowboy stuff when he comes out. So he comes out with the beard now. I think the last time I saw him, I think he comes out with alcohol and stuff, and it's just like, nah, I don't associate that with a cowboy. I mean, I know cowboys do a little bit of drinking around the campfire, but
yeah.
Tony Snipes said, "I hear you. Tuck the truck. Great job."
Yes, sir.
Tuck the truck. Okay, there's a story there. Tell me what's going on.
I played football growing up, and when I was younger, I played fullback a lot. And I was always a big lineman, but I played some fullback. And when anytime I ran the ball, I got straight up the middle. So they called me Tuck the Truck because I'd go right up the middle.
I got you, boy. I bet you liked it when you were that backing block for that halfback and you went through there and hit that linebacker. Yes, I said, you guys will see how big he is. And I'm not talking fat. I'm talking he's just stocky. You're going to see he hits the linebacker. He knows he's been hit. Same thing with wrestling. I'm pretty sure you give somebody a lariat or a shoulder block, they're going to know they've been hit by somebody.
That's right. That's what I'm told.
That's always a good thing. That's always a good thing. So what do you think is your best quality in wrestling? What do you think you bring to the table that others don't?
Well, I do think that my size and physicality is a real attribute to me as a wrestler overall. But I'd like to think that my charisma is coming along nicely to, the fan interaction, the crowd interaction, to where that's going to really help me make it to new levels as I progress.
There you go. It's always fun to talk to the crowd, man. I'm one of
That's
those
right.
talkers out there. I'm gonna get your attention one way or another. I never
And
go
that's
to a
what it's
wrestling
about.
show. I'll never go to a wrestling show and sit on my hands or be quiet, man. I'm one of those
Right.
guys that yell until you notice me, and even afterwards.
Right. And that's what it's about, man. You know, getting that crowd interaction, and that makes it better for us in the ring, I think. You know, because wrestling in front of a silent crowd, that's tough, man. It's tough.
Right.
And then when you get them into it, that makes it a whole lot more fun.
Right, without a doubt. I think you answered this question, but we're going to ask it again because I didn't ask about the tag team version. So, Missy wants to know, what is your finishing move?
So my finishing moves are running power slam. I've got a couple ones that I use, but the one more than anything, yeah, I hit a running power slam off the.
So when you're being a tag team, do you guys have a tag team finisher? Do the Wranglers?
Not yet. We've got some stuff in the works. We're figuring it out. We don't exactly have an official tag team finish yet, but we're working on it. We're working on it.
Right, without a doubt. Brandon Ledford said, what's up? Saw the debut of the Wranglers 4 weeks ago at HWA. They wasn't at this past Saturday show. No, they weren't, but we are going to watch that match, Brandon. So stick around. We're going to check out that match, the Wranglers versus the Oriental Express, sorry. I'll get it right eventually. But so I know I'm kind of breaking a fourth wall here, but your tag team partner, for a lot of people don't know, but your tag team partner is your dad. And I made the mistake accidentally when I first put the advertisement out of putting your real last name up there, when your wrestling name is Tucker Rhodes. I put Sellers up there, and it was like, oh no! And then somebody else told me, hey, you that's not his name. You got to go back, and so I went back and changed it. And so you got Tucker Rhodes, and you said that one of the guys you looked up to was Dusty Rhodes. Is that why you got the Rhodes? That's why you're using the Rhodes name?
Yes, sir. 100%. He's been a great inspiration to me.
Oh man, I loved him. I loved watching. My favorite thing to watch was when he used to help train people to do promos, and when they show the videos of him training people to do promos, man, he got down and dirty. He told it like it was. In his southern hospitality type way,
Right.
but he definitely got the job done. Chris Thunder Anderson is in the house. He said the old Dr. Death running stampede.
That's right.
There you go. Brandon Lefford said, oh, wow, I didn't know that. Okay. That I meant lol. Me and my fat fingers. I do it all the time, brother. Don't worry. If it ain't that, it's autocorrect. I wish autocorrect never existed.
I got the same problem.
Because I send some messages and somebody will come back and go, what are you talking about? And I look, it's like, oh, man, I didn't mean to say that. That's not what I meant. Missy wants to know, will you guys be at the HWA Bunkhouse?
Yes, we will. We definitely will. We're looking forward to it.
Brandon said, heck of a match you guys had this past Saturday at HWA Thunder. He's complimenting Thunder. You should be complimenting Mr. Rhodes. Brandon, we're talking to Mr. Rhodes. No, I'm just kidding. Thunder Anderson's been on my show quite a few times, and he knows he can come on anytime he wants. I like giving him the business.
Yes, sir.
He's got this move that he does in the ring that always makes me cringe, where he curls up the arm. He gets the opponent on the ground, and he curls up that arm, and then he stomps on the elbow.
Yeah.
I can't watch it. I can't watch it. It makes me cringe every time. I almost want to cry. Have you ever had that move done to you?
I haven't, but I've seen it.
Oh, you don't. You don't. I'm telling you. Chris will probably do it to you next time he's in the ring with you, just because I said that, right? I know he's doing. He's making a note in his notebook up there in his cranium, saying, "Yep, Tucker's the next one to get it," just because Scott said so.
That's right.
So, we talked about NAWA.
Mhm.
Have you been to other organizations outside of NAWA other than
Yeah,
HWA?
we have. We've been doing a lot of stuff NAWA, HWA, APW in Bowling Springs, South Carolina, American Professional
Okay.
Wrestling. We've been doing some stuff with them lately, and that's where I've been training lately too. And LPW, Links Professional Wrestling, we do things with them when they run
Okay.
shows. Yes, sir.
Okay. Definitely. I know you guys are going to be there on the 4th, correct?
Yes, sir. We are this coming weekend.
Without a doubt. And like I said, later on, the last segment of the show, we'll be putting up uh, your whole schedule for I think all the way up through the end of March or early May or
Yes,
April or
sir.
somewhere in there. There's a bunch of shows on there, so you'll be able to check out the Wranglers without a doubt. Chris Thunder Anderson said, "You want me now?" No, sir. No, sir. You're good right where you're at. You're good. Warhorse Brian Sanders said, cowboy and Indian match.
Yeah, and
There
well,
you
that's what
go.
happened. We wrestled Chief J Eagle a few weeks ago, and that's Cowboys versus Indians.
There you go. See, did he have an Indian partner or was it just him?
No, his part Dusty Money. He wasn't he's not an Indian, but
That was the cheating match. That was
that's
the
right.
match where he put his foot on the ropes. I saw that match. I did check
He
that
used
match out.
not just that. He used a fork. He
Yeah,
pulled a fork out of his boot.
he always does that. Chief J Eagle is known
That's
for
right.
that, without a doubt. Brino Royce, the new Mid Atlantic champion out
That's
at
right.
Heritage Wrestling Alliance, has in the house. He said, "Tuck."
Yes, sir.
Brandon Ledford said he did it at the show, I believe. I still don't know all the moves' names. Okay, there you go. Jamie Purge. Yes, Jamie's another one I'm going to get on hashtag True Sir soon. He said Tucker is the real deal.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Oh, man, without a doubt. Missy wants to know, have you worked Chris Thunder Anderson? Thunder A.
I have not. I have not. Not yet, anyway. But I definitely that'd be a great match.
Right? I would love to see that.
Yes, sir.
Brandon Ledford said, Tucker, when is your next HWA show?
That'll be the Bunkhouse Stampede in April.
There you go. Brandon said, Jay Eagle is freaking awesome. Hashtag living legend. I will say one thing about Chief Jay Eagle. For anybody who hasn't seen him, of course, he's been around for years. If you haven't seen him, you've never watched wrestling in North Carolina or South Carolina. I'll tell you that for sure. But for those, he is, if he isn't at all anything else, he is comic relief. That man makes me laugh. He gets in there and starts looking at he acts like he's all that, and oh man, he just makes me laugh. But without a doubt, he has definitely put a lot of people on the map. He started APW. It's under new management now, but he started APW years ago. And a lot of people owe their careers to Mr. Jay Eagle, without a doubt.
That's true.
Missy Childers said Chief is a tanning bed Indian. I don't know about that. I ain't going to follow him around, Missy, to find that out.
You better watch out before he gets the fork out.
Yeah. What is it with the Indian and a fork? I never did get the concept there.
It's crazy.
He should be pulling out the peace pipe or something. You know what I'm saying? Use a sharp peace pipe or something. Make more sense. I guess he wants to go out real quick to eat after every wrestling match. I guess that's why he uses the fork.
Yeah.
But so tell me, in all these other shows and all the places you've been, now I know you mentioned one tag team, but who is a few other tag teams around in the area or singles matches that you would like to go up against in the area, North Carolina, South Carolina?
I think it'd be fun for the Wranglers to go against the Black Society. We've been seeing them around a lot lately. I think that'd be a good match. That'd be interesting.
Oh, you're talking my language now, man. I would love to see you and Lazarus Black go face to face, boy. That would be all right there. Missy said, yes, they do when it comes to Chief because he is a cheater. Oh, man. But yeah, Black Society is a great, great tag team. I followed them for years here. Man, I'm telling you, they are as good as it gets, and they're not scared. They're not scared to bleed, if you know what I mean. They'll get in
Oh,
there
I
and
know.
have any kind of match with you.
Right.
Uh-oh. Jay Eagle is a member of the Slappo tribe.
I believe it. I believe it.
I believe that too, Chris. I leave it to Chris Thunder Anderson to make me laugh. All right. So I bet you get sick of hearing that too sometimes. The Cowboys versus Indian thing all the time, or is it something that you enjoy?
No, yeah, I enjoy it. I think it's a classic. That's a classic, two rivalry type characters. That's a classic thing to do, and it's fun. There's a lot of
Right.
opportunity to do things there.
Right, without a doubt. I thought it was kind of weird, when HWA. I wasn't able to go to the show, but somebody put them up on YouTube, the matches, and I got to see it, and I was like, Cowboys versus Oriental guys. That's two totally different spectrums, man. But you guys got to win, and that's all that mattered, right?
Yes, sir.
Oh, so being with your tag team partner and him being who he is, we've already discussed that. But is it fun being a tag team partner with your dad? I mean, it's got to be cool that he'll probably know where you're going to be. You guys will probably have that connection that a lot of tag teams have to acquire.
Right.
In working together. You know what I'm saying? You guys already have it, being father and son and watching wrestling growing up, and you guys have the same, seriousness toward the business. So what's that like?
That's real cool. It's just having that opportunity to be able to do this type of thing with my dad. I think that's really cool. I wouldn't trade it for anything. He's really showed me a lot and taught me a lot. And really, got me into this and helped me along the way, showing me the ropes, and I appreciate it. And it's a real fun experience.
Now, I saw a match a while back. I don't know who. It's on YouTube also, where you fought your dad, and we're not going to discuss that match, but I guarantee you that it would be a cool thing down the road, of course, after many championships as the Wranglers. There's going to be that promoter that's going to come up to you and go, okay, who's turning on who? We want to have one of you turn on each other. And then it's going to be father versus son, cowboying it up in the middle of the ring. And
it could happen.
You look forward to that?
Happen. I do. In the future, at some point, that'd be fun.
And make it a leather strap match.
Yeah.
Put the icing on the cake, boy. Luke Childers said, hey, how you doing? What's going on, buddy?
What's going on?
Chris Thunder Anderson said, being serious, Tucker has a bright future in the business as long as he keeps his head on straight. His dad and him are great guys.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Brandon said, I am Googling it. There's something called the Fork in the Road Indian Poetry Store. I think it's a book. You're taking that way into left field, Brandon. I don't know where you're going with that. Chucky Rivers said, who would win? Who would win what? You got to give us a match.
I'm guessing he's talking about me versus my dad.
Oh, you versus your dad. Okay, who would win that? Who do you think would win that match? Be careful, because I know he's going to watch this.
I know he's going to watch it, and I know he's going to see it. But I got to bet on myself in this.
Uh-oh.
I get it. He's a veteran. He's got a lot more years on me. But I think I'd give him.
You know what they say. You know the old saying about when the son calls the old man out. You know the old saying. He's going to put some lumps on your head, and he's going to make you.
That's what he thinks.
Oh,
it'd be interesting. It'd be interesting.
I love that. It definitely would, without a doubt. Brandon said, what's up, Luke? The new ring announcer for HWA. Yes, he is. Doing a great job out there, by the way. I forwarded the match a little bit because there was a lot of dry time at the beginning of the Orient match with you guys. So I kind of fast forward it. But I'm pretty sure I'll be putting some matches up here where we'll get to see Luke announce some of the wrestlers coming in. That'll be pretty cool. I'm looking forward to that. He's doing a great job out there. So what places other than the ones that you've wrestled here, is there any places outside of North Carolina or South Carolina that you are looking forward to wrestling? Is there any other companies that have gotten in touch with the Wranglers?
Not yet thus far. Not yet as far as out of the Carolinas, but we're definitely open to that. Now, it's only a matter of time before, we start getting those calls, and it'll be fun. It'll be fun. I'm looking forward to it.
I know there's a lot of companies in Tennessee and in Georgia who would love to have some Cowboys tag teams come up there and ruffle some feathers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it'd be fun. I'd be down for it.
Right? Brandon Lefford said, you might hear me booing the Orient Express in the video. We might. Tucker, tell us how it felt the first time you came through the curtain. I thought, Missy, where have you been? I thought you'd been here for the whole show. I asked him that, but go ahead and answer her again.
There's nothing like it. The feeling I get, the butterflies, the adrenaline. It's a crazy feeling. I can't even describe it. I look forward to it every time. It really, you can't even explain it, but it's a great feeling.
How did it feel? How did it feel to go up against? You said one of your first singles matches was against Loki, Lodi. I'm sorry, Lodi. Why did I say Loki? Loki's a god in a superhero movie. Lodi. What did it feel like when you went up against Lodi? Were you really nervous then? Because this is the guy who helped teach you.
That's right. I was really nervous. That was my first match, like very first match, first one ever. It was in my hometown, so I knew practically everyone in the crowd.
So you had family and friends there watching you for your very first.
Right.
Oh man, I bet that was really nerve-wracking.
It was, but it was a lot of fun. I appreciate him doing that. It was a great opportunity, but yeah, it was a fun night.
Oh, I bet it was. Oh, look here, Auntie boy. Auntie's loving this. She said, y'all better get Tuck's autograph. He's going global. I love it. I think so, too. I ain't going to lie to you. Luke said, thanks, Brandon. He didn't even. Okay, I didn't want to thanks anyway. No, I'm just kidding. You know you're good, Luke. You know you're good. Missy said, I guess I'm old. And Chris said she was making a sandwich. Oh, you were making her make a sandwich? Come on, Chris. What's up with that? Go make your own sandwich, man. Brandon said, you're welcome. You're doing an awesome job. All right, without a doubt. All right, well, we're going to take a short break here, and I'm going to get to some of my sponsor shows that are coming up in the near future. I would definitely be hurting if I didn't do this. And some of them you're going to see has Tucker in it, without a doubt. But let's go ahead and go through. We're going to start off with Pro Wrestling Union's going to have Undisputed Saturday, March 11th. Doors open 6 p.m. Bell time is 7. It's going to be at Sims Middle School, 2200 Whitmore Highway in Union, South Carolina. General admission's $10. The main event of the evening is going to be the Blue Chipper, Chase Emery, who is the linear heavyweight champion, going up against the top dog of the industry, Bebop, who is the interim Pro Wrestling Union champion. They are going to fight, and whoever wins is going to be the undisputed heavyweight champion. You don't want to miss that show without a doubt. Be out there at Sims Middle School. It's going to be a great show. Also, we have Excalibur Championship Wrestling is going to have Crash Course March 4th, 2023. It's going to be in Stanley, North Carolina. You see the great card they have up there. Tickets are $10. Kids 12 and under are at $5. Gates open at 3. Bell time is 4. You don't want to miss all that action. See No Evil Wrestling presents See No Evil Death Match. This is going to be a great show up there in Lincoln, North Carolina. It's going to be March 18th, $10 to get in. Lazarus Black versus Raven Havoc versus Will Bannon in a death match. There's going to be blood galore in this one, ladies and gentlemen. Doors open at 3 o'clock. Show starts at 4. It's $10 at the door. You don't want to miss that at all. And, of course, the two shows, and I'm just going to show Tucker in both of them. NAWA is going to have two shows. One on Saturday, March 11th. That's going to be at Resident Culture Brewing Company. That's going to be a free show, ladies and gentlemen. Bell time's at 3 o'clock. It's out in Charlotte, North Carolina, 2101 Central Avenue. And one of the great matches is the Wranglers versus Gavin Tyler and Tyler Curl. You don't want to miss that, as we've been talking to one half of the Wranglers, Mr. Tucker Rhodes, for hashtag tonight. And also at the Burke County Fairgrounds on March 25th in Morganton, North Carolina. It's going to be Mason tagging up with the Wranglers, going up against Gavin Tyler and Ice Cream Truck. That's going to be two great matches you don't want to miss. And many, many other shows that are going to be coming up shortly. You can see those on my page. So, man, I'm telling you, NAWA loves you, man. You guys are rocking almost every show they got going on.
That's right. That's right.
How do you feel about going up against Gavin? I've been doing a thing for hashtag Truth, future stars of the industry, and I think I put the Wranglers up there pretty quick, and Gavin was like right behind them. So you two going up against each other, how do you feel about that?
You know, I hadn't known Gavin long. I've never worked him, we've never wrestled anything with him. But it's, you know, he's been talking a little bit on Facebook this week about the Wranglers. He's been throwing some shots, throwing a few jabs, and
okay,
Wranglers don't take too kindly to that kind of talk. So I hope it was worth it. Me and my partner been talking about it, and we hope it was worth it, because it's going to be a tough night.
I hope so. I hope you go in there and hog time in the middle of the ring and do some damage, man.
It's going to be rough for him.
That would be one cool thing, man. Let's get back. Brandon said, miss seeing Chase Emery and HWA. Hope he returns soon. I hope so too. And Missy Childers said, thank you, Scott. What are you thanking me for? What did I do? Probably because I told Chris to make his own sandwich. That's probably why she said thank you. But I don't know why else she would say thank you. Oh, snap. Brandon Lefford said the Wranglers will beat the out of them. Okay.
He ain't lying. That's the plan.
Without a doubt. All right, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, let's get this up here on the screen. Let's do this. Here we go. HWA about 4 weeks ago. This is the Wranglers versus the Orient Express live at HWA. And we're going to check it out. Like I said, I fast forwarded because there was like 3 or 4 minutes where you guys were just kind of, fooling around in the ring. And I want to get right to the action. So here we go. So how does it feel to go up against two guys in a mask that you've never seen before? I mean,
well, it's unpredictable. You don't know what kind of stuff they're gonna do. You don't know what how rough and tough they are. You can't see their face. You don't even know who they are. So it's different. It's different trying to read somebody and understanding how crazy they are.
And they're coming in with a different style. They're more of a martial arts style. You guys are more of, backyard brawl type, being on the ranch and doing your thing type style. And these guys are coming in with a lot of chops and
180, completely different from, the stuff that we do or our style. Right. So it's different.
Wow, big arm drag. I love it. Right. Got him down on the mat. So, do you? What would you call your style? Is it more ground and pound? Do you do anything off the top rope, or are you working on stuff like that? Or
I don't do much flying off the top rope. More of a ground and pound brawler, But I like to wrestle. I like to hit big power moves, grappling. I've got grappling background, so but I also like to hit the big power stuff.
I got you. Lazarus Black. We were just talking about him going up against you. He said, "Hey Tucker, that dude gives it his all every training session. Hell proud to work with him, even if it's just training." There you go. Well, let me tell you,
appreciate that.
Lazarus, if you're still watching, they wanna fight you guys. They want Black Society, brother. He's told me straight up he wants Black Society. What do you have to say about that?
It'd be a good match. It'd be a good match. But yeah, I appreciate that, Lazarus. Thank you.
Oh, it definitely would. And you guys are tagging. You tagged your partner in for a little bit. Now he just tagged you back in. Good double team. Yeah, working well together.
Yeah.
Going for the pin. 2 count. Very good. I'm liking it. Now, these two Orient Express guys, you would think most Oriental guys are smaller, are agile, you know. These two are pretty big. It's kind of funny. It kind of makes me funny. Kind of makes me laugh.
Yeah, they're bigger. I mean, you know, my size are large. I mean, they're pretty big, you know. About the same
Brandon Ledford said, "That's a fixed camera. Good. Can't see or hear me, lol." He's back here somewhere. Luke Childers said, "Happy birthday, Mama Sellers." Okay. Uh-oh. Lazarus said, "Bring it. After my death match in March, we'll set it up."
Good news. Yeah, we'll set that up soon.
Oh, looky here. Thank you, Luke. Mr. David and Jennifer, checking it out. Thank you for coming to Hashtag Truth. Talking to your son here. He is a great guy. We are getting a taste of that awesome Scott Larson commentary. Nah, don't go there, sir. But yeah, I love watching wrestling. It's fun. You're in a little bit of trouble here. Oh, you're coming back. He's trying to get you. He slipped. Yeah. Up. He's got you in a roll up. You got out of it.
I got out of it. It was struggling.
Looks like you got the tag. You didn't see it. Oh, maybe you didn't get the tag. There it comes. Okay. The referee for this match has been on Hashtag Truth. He's a really good referee. He calls it right down the middle. I love watching his matches. Uh-oh. You're getting caught up in the corner. Where's the ref now? Yeah. There you go. I was just bragging about him. Now he's acting like he didn't see nothing. Oh, double clothesline. Both of you guys are down.
Gotta find something.
I mean, look at the audience. I love this. They are enthralled in the match. They're right to the throat. Another one to the throat. A third one. He's really working on your throat. Oh, then he gives one to the tag team partner. Okay. Now all 4 of you are in.
Dirty.
Yeah, they do. Now they're trying to set something up. Here it comes. Oh, big reversal. Yeah. Ran them right into each other. What's coming up next? Going off the rope? Yeah. 2 bulldogs. Awesome. And there you go. The 1, 2, 3.
That's
all right. Without a doubt. Great match.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Great match. I love seeing matches like that. Not a lot of fluff. Just getting in there and doing your thing and punching them in the face and clotheslining them and doing your power moves. That's pretty cool. And you guys got a couple of double team moves in there, which is pretty cool.
Yes, sir. We're still pretty new as a tag team. We're still figuring it out, but we work well together as a team. I mean, obviously being in the same house for years, but we work good together.
Now, do you ever take criticism from veterans or your dad after a match? Like you guys go to the back and after a match, do you sit down with your tag team partner and the other veterans in the locker room, and do they hey, I saw this, but maybe next time do this. How well do you take stuff like that?
Yes, sir. I like to. I mean, I'm very green. There's so much that I don't know, and I really just want to be a sponge to all these guys that've been in the business for so much longer than me, and I appreciate anybody that's ever taken time out to give me any advice, anything that can help me along the way, because that really means a lot to me that somebody would think enough to give me their advice and help me to get to the next level of this. So I'm all ears for any advice, any knowledge anyone can give me after a match.
There you go, without a doubt. Brandon Ledford says, Scott, is he the new senior official at HWA replacing Gene? Brandon, I do not know that. You'll have to ask the officials out at HWA about that one. I do not have that information. Missy was yelling Bulldog when you guys did the Bulldog. Yeah. Ben Wolf of See No Evil Wrestling. We just showed the poster a while ago. He said, hello, Tucker. And hello, Scott. How you doing, Ben? Glad to see you on here. Again, I want to thank my sponsors for sponsoring Hashtag Truth and being on. If you want to be a sponsor on Hashtag Truth and get your information about your wrestling association out there, it's just pennies a day. Extreme Championship Wrestling, NAWA Pro Wrestling Union, and See No Evil Wrestling are all sponsors of Hashtag Truth, and I thank every one of them for coming aboard. I appreciate it. And so we're at the segment of the show, sir, where we're going to talk about where you're going to be in the future. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put up something that's on your Facebook page, which actually tells your whole schedule, and I'll let you explain exactly where you're going to be and what's going on. So here you go, sir. Tucker Rhodes, it's all you.
Thank you. I appreciate it. So this, so we wrestled at HWA a few weeks ago, and we was at APW a couple weeks ago. So now coming this weekend, March 4th, we're going to be in Shelby, North Carolina at Shelby High School for NBCW and LWA. They're doing a joint promotion show. It's going to be big. Some big names are going to be there. It's going to be a good show. I'm real excited about it. And then the week after that, March 11th, will be at NAWA in Charlotte, North Carolina. So that's going to be a good show. Come out of that. You've already seen the advertisement, us against Gavin Tyler and Tyler Curl. And then a couple weeks after that, again, with NAWA, March 25th in Morganton, North Carolina. That's going to be a 6-man with the Wranglers. We're going to have Mason with us. And I've trained with Mason, and he's a good guy. Looking forward to teaming with him against Squeaks and Dump Truck and Gavin Tyler. That's going to be a good match. And then May 12th, you can catch us on the Swanton Pod, and that'll be airing then. But also, schedule hadn't been updated completely, but April 8th, HWA Bunkhouse Stampede. You can find the Wranglers there. It's going to be a good night. Don't miss it.
I like that. I'm gonna kind of interrupt. Swanton Pod, guys, go check them guys out. I always, every time another podcaster comes on, I always like to promote their stuff. Swanton Pod has got a great show over there. Those two guys are starting off, and they've got a lot of great interviews over there. Definitely go check them out. And if Tucker Rhodes and his partner, or just Tucker himself, whichever it's going to be, is going to be on that show, you definitely want to check it out. They've got it all. They got a good set, good background, great equipment, great podcast. Go check those guys out without a doubt. It's going to be fun. And knowing you guys are on there, I'm definitely going to be watching.
Yes, sir. They're good guys. But yeah, both of us will be on there. Both of the Wranglers.
There you go. Auntie said, well said, Tuck. If you give respect, you get respect. There you go. Right. Missy Childers said, that's awesome. Ben Wolf said, can you be found on Facebook? There you go. Do you have a Facebook page or any other social media?
Yes, I do. Facebook, with wrestling on my Facebook and Twitter. You can find me at Tucker Sellers. That's my real name, but that you can find me at Tucker Sellers on both of those, and that's where I handle all my bookings out of.
There you go, without a doubt. Ben Wolf said he messaged you, so there you go. I just
saw that. Thank you.
You might get another booking. Yay!
That's what we want. That's what we want.
Get him, Ben. Get him. Brandon Leffert says, Scott, it's great to see hashtag back. I missed it. I'm going to get off to eat supper. Brandon, thank you very much for coming on, brother. I appreciate
Thank
it.
you.
I want to appreciate. I appreciate everybody that came on tonight. Brandon Leffert, Ben Wolf, Missy Childers, Miss Angie who came on. David and Jennifer Sellers who came on. Lazarus Black, Luke Childers. All kinds of people came on to talk. Chucky Rivers was on for a few minutes. Jamie Purge was on. Warhorse Brian Sanders. Brino Royce came in to say hi. Chris Thunder Anderson. Tony Snipes. You have a lot of people who watched this and wanted to see what you were all about. And it's got to feel good to know that you got these shows that want you to be there. You're a multiple time on NAWA, multiple HWA. You got See No Evil about to hook you up and
Yes, sir.
hopefully get you out there. It's got to be a good feeling, man.
It is, and I'm so thankful. I'm still I'm still new at this, and I'm still really green, but I'm so thankful for all the opportunities that I've been given thus far. I mean, it's really picked up here lately, and I'm so thankful. I really appreciate it. Everybody that's wants to book us or wants to see us at a show, like growing fan base, is really it's important to me, and I'm really thankful. Thank all of you.
Now we'd like to thank you back. Do you guys have merch out at the tables, or is merch coming soon?
Coming soon.
Okay.
We're working on it, but not yet, but we're working on it.
All right. Man, I would love to see a Wrangler shirt with you two on it. It says the Wranglers on top, and at the bottom it says Cowboy Up. I'd buy it in a heartbeat.
Yes, sir. That's good. That's good.
I would buy it in a heartbeat, or a hat. I love wearing my hat. So, man, I would love that. Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Proud. Hashtag Monster Tuck.
Yeah.
You gotta love that, man. You gotta love that. I've got a Cole Maccabee. Wait a minute. What am I saying? Lancaster, South Carolina is the Wranglers posse.
We hail from Lancaster, South Carolina, but the Wranglers are from Grapevine, Texas, where we hail
Grapevine, Texas. That's right. Okay. Yeah, you got to be down there in ranch country now.
That's right.
That's it. That's the one thing I love about wrestling. I love that about wrestling. You can be anything or anybody you want to be, and as long as you sell it, we're gonna believe it.
That's right. That's right.
Missy, I don't know if she's getting Cole Maccabee, and then Angie said, "Oops." It's all good. It's all good. If you're the Wrangler posse in Lancaster, South Carolina, that's like a fan club, right? So
Wranglers got fans all over the place.
That's right. The fan club starts in Lancaster. Just because they're from Texas don't mean that the fan club can't start from somewhere else.
That's right.
Because my fan club, truth be told, I've had hashtag truth going for 5 years, and my fan club started over in Nevada.
It's a long ways from here.
Yeah, you saw the guy who came on and said hi from Nevada earlier, Sean Duffy. This gentleman right here was one of my first ever fans to watch my show all the time, and he actually started in California and moved to Nevada. Some things happened in his family, and he had to move to Nevada. But yeah. So fan clubs can start anywhere, man. They can start anywhere. So is there, where do you see yourself in 5 years, Tucker?
5 years? I'd like to have some championships under my belt, and at the present, 5 years from now, I'd love to have a gold belt around my waist. I'd really like to be making some strides, getting out to more promotions, all over the country, East Coast, even west, farther west. I'm open to that. I think it'd be a great opportunity just to see, because I'm not 100% sure where this journey is going to take me, how it's going to go, but whatever happens, I want to ride it till the brakes come off.
Right? Hey, that's what I'm talking about. I love to hear a young guy in wrestling say that, because that's a guy that I want to follow. That's a guy that I want to be a fan of. I want to buy your merch. I want to come watch you at the shows. Somebody who, ride or die. That's what I always say. You're in it to win it.
That's right.
Missy said everything is bigger in Texas. That's right.
You got that right.
Michael Butler said not necessarily. I don't know what he was. It might have been when we were talking about the where people start their fan clubs or whatever. Missy Childers said Michael Butler, please. I got you. Michael Butler can be a hater sometimes, but he knows what he's doing. He's a good guy. But so I usually ask this question. I'm going to ask you anyway. You said you're pretty green to the business, but I'm going to ask you this anyway. If you had to do a reboot, if you had to start this thing all over again, what would Tucker Rhodes of today, right now, tell the Tucker Rhodes who started training back when you didn't know the first thing other than, watching your dad or watching others in the ring? What would you tell that young, first getting into the business Tucker Rhodes?
I think I'd probably tell him that watch as much wrestling as you can. Watch as much, just be a complete sponge to all the knowledge that you can get, and just listen to the veterans, listen to the guys in the back, listen to all these guys that have so much knowledge to give that you just have to listen. And listen and be respectful, because I think that goes a long ways and really helps.
Without a doubt, man. I love that. Michael Butler telling Missy, don't beg, it's unbecoming of you. I love it. Well, buddy, man, I appreciate you coming on Hashtag Truth, and maybe pretty soon we can get you and your tag team partner on here as the Wranglers, and we can talk to both of you. That would be kind of fun. But I appreciate you coming on and talking to us. We had a great time. Everybody seen we've been at double digits for people watching since the beginning. I want to thank everybody for coming back and watching Hashtag Truth. I know I'm kind of a pain in the butt because I go away for a while and I come back and I go away for a while. It's not on purpose all the time. Trust me. Aunt Angie's clapping. Thank you very much, Aunt Angie. I appreciate you coming on here. And come back to watch Hashtag Truth again. And Tucker, somewhere down the road, if you do win those belts that you were talking about, please come back on and tell us about it, man. Sir. We would love to hear it.
For sure.
So I'm going to end it like this, and then I'm going to put up his schedule again to end the show. That's how we're going to end the show. The Wranglers, man, I'm telling you, you guys better check these guys out. Tucker Rhodes and his partner. They're moving up the ranks quickly. Let me tell you, big wins in HWA, NAWA. They're moving all over the place. Watch out for them in your local. If you're in Georgia, if you're in Tennessee, or if you're a promoter out there, I already had one promoter say he's already getting a hold of Tucker. So go out, reach out, get these guys on there. You're not going to regret it. They are a great tag team, and they get the crowd hyped. And that is the Hashtag Truth. We'll see you guys Wednesday when I will be bringing on. This guy's going to be different, without a doubt. We're going to have the Hollywood Vampire Tyler Jacks on Wednesday night at 8 o'clock. You guys come back March 1st, without a doubt. Appreciate it again, Tyler Rhodes, for being on. And we're going to see you guys Wednesday. Here's the schedule as we leave. Have a great night.